he could be out potentially up to 3 months, guys, if surgery is deemed necessary.
Cincinnati. Oh, there's a better chance there because there's always an injury to Joe Burrow, as Adam Schefter pointed out to start the show.
Being able to get to the playoffs, conservatively speaking, you would have to get 8 more wins in order to pull that off. I just don't see Jake Browning being good enough.
The Cincinnati Bengals, after starting their season with energy, are once again staring at trouble. With Joe Burrow dealing with yet another injury, the future of the team feels shaky. Now new reports have stirred up more drama. Rumors say the Bengals have reached out about Shedeur Sanders, the rising young quarterback dominating college football. Even Stephen A. Smith has jumped in, saying Sanders might be the perfect answer for Cincinnati, especially since Burrow can't seem to stay healthy. But here's the real kicker. Nothing is locked in yet. The Bengals still haven't made an official push to land Shedeur Sanders, and fans are restless, asking if this could finally be the change the team has been begging for. So what does this really mean for the Bengals' future? And is Shedeur Sanders about to become the next star in Cincinnati? Mirror Sports USA has even reported that the Bengals are seriously working on adding depth at quarterback, with Shedeur Sanders sitting on their short list of just 5 names. This just throws more fuel on an already tense fire in Cincinnati. At the same time, over in the AFC North, the Cleveland Browns are dealing with problems of their own. After Joe Flacco's ugly fumbles in the first 2 games, the Browns are stuck in a tough spot. One thing is crystal clear. If the Bengals try to land Shedeur Sanders, the Browns won't sit back and let him slide away. The fight for this young star could ignite one of the nastiest rivalries the division has seen in years. Analysts around the league are now lining up to say that Shedeur Sanders could be the perfect answer for the Bengals in this situation. Former NFL MVP Cam Newton recently gave his take, comparing it to how legends like Tom Brady and Dak Prescott only got their shot when injuries opened the door. Newton made it clear that fans live for underdog stories, and Sanders fits that script perfectly. Maybe too perfectly for Cincinnati to ignore.
I'll make this point. Do we know any of these names? Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, Tom Brady. My point is this.
Right, they all came up for injury.
They all came off of somebody else getting injured, right? Jake Browning, it's your time, bro.
Kurt Warner.
I mean, we've seen this time and time again, and we would like to support, and we love underdog stories, and this is no different. And we see it each and every year in this particular season, or in this particular situation, we're seeing it in Cincinnati.
Shedeur Sanders, once buried in the 3rd spot on the Browns' depth chart, has been clawing for recognition. His climb to the spotlight, despite the obstacles, has forced people to pay attention, and it's obvious he's not your average prospect. Still, former NFL player Damien Woody has thrown out a warning. It's not nearly as easy as it sounds for the Bengals to just grab Shedeur Sanders. He stressed that replacing a franchise name like Joe Burrow is no simple move. Damien Woody stressed that with Joe Burrow's constant injury troubles, the backup quarterback now holds the key to the Bengals' entire season. Cincinnati will be forced to lean on whoever takes that role more than ever before, moving the spotlight away from the defense that used to carry the team. It's a brutal situation, and the Bengals can't afford to get it wrong. They need the right guy to handle the pressure and carry the offense from this point on. The buzz among Bengals fans is impossible to ignore as they rally around the push to bring in Shedeur Sanders. A growing number believe Sanders is the perfect fit and could deliver the same spark and excitement Joe Burrow once did. Now the pressure is on the front office, with the fan base demanding they make the move. With Sanders locked in on the Bengals' short list of options, the odds of him becoming the favorite are only climbing. The sheer force of fan support could end up being the deciding factor that pushes the team to act in the coming weeks.
All right, so as you guys can see, the Bengals calling around to potentially add another quarterback for depth after Joe Burrow's injury update. Bengal fans are definitely calling for Shedeur Sanders. One person says, F it, Bengals should go and get Shedeur Sanders. Can we get Shedeur Sanders to the Bengals? Shedeur Sanders to the Bengals. Bengals need to trade for Shedeur Sanders.
However, it's not as simple as the Bengals just grabbing Shedeur Sanders without a fight. Several other teams are circling, including the Miami Dolphins. After a shaky start to the season with Tua Tagovailoa cracking under pressure, Dolphins fans are losing patience and the demand for change is getting louder. With Sanders now turning into one of the hottest names on the market, franchises all over the league are watching closely and plotting their next move. Now the pressure is squarely on the Dolphins to move fast, because if the Bengals stall, they could jump right into the race for Shedeur Sanders. This has the makings of a fierce showdown for one of the most hyped quarterbacks in recent memory. And it doesn't stop there. The San Francisco 49ers are now crashing the party in the chase for Sanders. According to the trusted outlet Talk Sports, Sanders has grabbed the 49ers' attention, especially after starting quarterback Brock Purdy went down with an injury. Fans are demanding the team step up and grab the rising star while they still can. But with more and more teams jumping into the chase every day, it's still unclear if Shedeur Sanders will land with the 49ers or take his talents somewhere else. The battle for his signature is intensifying, and the whole situation is shifting by the hour.
You trade Shedeur Sanders. You clearly are not sold on him right now. You're not sold on the progress that he's making, even though you're saying, hey, we're happy with where he's at.
I'm going to be livid if it goes down, by the way.
But
the Bengals still haven't made their move, and Shedeur Sanders' future hangs in the balance. With multiple teams circling, the battle for Sanders is only heating up. This decision could reshape the entire NFL and spark rivalries across the league. Stay tuned for every twist. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.